The pied falconet, Microhierax melanoleucos, is a species of bird of prey in the family Falconidae. It is found in Bangladesh, Bhutan, China, Hong Kong, India, Laos, and Vietnam. Its natural habitat is temperate forests. These raptors belong to the genus Microhierax, which includes the smallest bird of prey species in the world. The pied falconet, also known as the white-legged falconet, nests in old woodpecker cavities. The species is listed as least concern because of its large home range and stable population size. The pied falconet is a small black and white raptor, measuring between 7 to 7.5 inches and weighing between 55 and 75 grams. However, it is still larger than the other members of the genus Microhierax. Its face is white with a prominent black patch covering the eyes reaching to the ear covers with a yellowish beak. The upper parts, including the crown, are completely black. The primaries are black with white wing bars. Its long tail has black upper parts and is black with white bars from below. The 5 species belonging to the genus Microhierax are the smallest members of the order Falconiformes. While they have a very distinct morphology compared to other birds of prey within the genus Microhierax, they are quite similar. These are allopatric species, except for M. fringillarius and M. latifrons, and mostly likely play very similar ecological roles in each of the habitats as a result of the morphological similarities within the genus. M. melanoleucos is distinguishable from these other members by its white thighs and the lack of chestnut coloration. They are sometimes mistaken for ashy woodswallow, Artemis fuscus. However, the pied falconet has blacker upper parts compared to the gray-ash color seen on the ashy woodswallow. The pied falconet belongs to the family Falconidae of the order Falconiformes. The family Falconidae is split into 2 subfamilies, the Herpetotherinae and the Falconina. The subfamily Falconina is then also split into 2 tribes. The Caracini include 5 neotropical genera: Daptrius, Ibicter, Milvago, Caracara and Falcobinus. The Falconini include the genera Polyhierax, Falco, Spiziopteryx and Microhierax. The species belonging to the genera Polyhierax and Microhierax are the smallest diurnal raptors in the world. The pied falconet is one of the 5 species in the genus Microhierax. The 4 other species of this genus are collared falconet, Microhierax caruleans black-thighed falconet, Microhierax fringillarius white-fronted falconet, Microhiera latifrons Philippine falconet, Microhierax erythrogenes. This species produces a shrill, high-pitched scream and chattering whistle. During the breeding season, the male will produce a rapid sequence of calls to the female as a courtship behavior before mating. The call starts as high-pitched and excited and then slows until the female decides to mate. Afterwards, the male will continue to call for a few more seconds. Insects comprise most of the pied falconet's diet, but it also includes small mammals, reptiles and birds. A falconet catches its prey while flying over it and catching it mid-flight or by plucking it out of the foliage of the surrounding trees. Despite being small, pied falconets are quite fast and powerful, allowing them to catch prey as big as themselves or slightly larger. The pied falconet's breeding season is from March until May. In the early breeding season, the males will initiate interest in mating to a female by presenting leaves to them. The male flies off and returns to a perched female and presents a leaf that he has gathered for the female. Later in the breeding season, usually before copulation, the males will bob up and down very frequently in front of the female while calling frantically. Copulation takes place after this behavior. These small raptors nest in old barbed or woodpecker holes and lay their eggs on a bed of leaves or grass. There have also been recordings of the nesting cavities being filled with insect remains instead of leaves. The females lay 3 to 4 eggs which are white in color. The pied falconet shares many similarities in courtship and mating behavior with the collared falconet, Microhierax caruleans. The leaf-presenting courtship behavior was first observed in the collared falconet. The collared falconet is also known to breed cooperatively. Cooperative breeding is another behavior that is also suspected for the black-thighed falconet, Microhierax fringillarius, and for the other Microhierax species. The pied falconet can be seen in groups of 5 or 6, which suggests that they may also breed cooperatively.
El halcón cerrojillo, Microhierax melanoleucos, es una especie de ave rapaz de la familia Falconidae. Se encuentra en Bangladesh, Bután, China, Hong Kong, India, Laos y Vietnam. Su hábitat natural son los bosques templados. Estas aves rapaces pertenecen al género Microhierax, que incluye la especie de ave rapaz más pequeña del mundo. El halcón de varios colores, también conocido como halcón de patas blancas, anida en antiguas cavidades de pájaros carpinteros. La especie figura como de menor preocupación debido a su gran área de distribución y el tamaño estable de su población. El halcón de varios colores es una pequeña rapaz blanca y negra, que mide entre 7 y 7 pulgadas y media y pesa entre 55 y 75 gramos. Sin embargo, sigue siendo más grande que los otros miembros del género Microhierax. Su cara es blanca con una mancha negra prominente que cubre los ojos y llega hasta las coberteras auriculares con un pico amarillento. Las partes superiores, incluida la corona, son completamente negras. Las primarias son negras con barras alares blancas. Su larga cola tiene la parte superior negra y es negra con barras blancas desde abajo. Las 5 especies pertenecientes al género Microhierax son los miembros más pequeños del orden Falconiformes. Si bien tienen una morfología muy distinta en comparación con otras aves rapaces, dentro del género Microhierax son bastante similares. Estas son especies alopátricas, a excepción de M. fringillarius y M. latifrons. Y muy probablemente desempeñan funciones ecológicas muy similares en cada uno de los